Hola, buenos dias. This week you are going to get an opportunity to practice writing. Your unit test for Unit 3, you're going to write a short paragraph describing yourself and one family member. So this week you will have an opportunity to practice writing and receive feedback before your test. To do this assignment, first, you'll need to choose one of the characters from this slide. That character will be your identity for this writing activity, so you will be that person. You will need to give the following information for your character: their name, their age, and a description of them. For example, if you choose to be Rosa, your writing will need to include the following information: her name, which will be your name, Rosa, your age, 12 years old, and a description of yourself: pretty, intelligent, thin, and nice. And we want you to use those adjectives. But if you choose to be Miguel, your writing will need to include the following information: your name, Miguel, your age, 14 years old, and your description: you're handsome, thin, crazy, and tall. When writing about yourself, you'll need to use the subject yo, or I, in Spanish. So your sentences will start like this: Yo me llamo, and you'll put your name in that blank, Rosa or Miguel. Yo tengo, and give a number in Spanish, años, 12, 14. And then the adjectives: yo soy. And remember that guys need to use masculine forms of adjectives and girls need to use feminine forms. Then you'll need to choose one of the characters from this slide. That character will be one of your family members, and you will need to give the following information for your family member: their name and the relationship to you, their age, and a description. If you choose to write about La Bebé Socorro, you will need the following information: her name and the relationship. Socorro is her name, and if you choose Miguel, she's your sister, or if you choose Rosa, she's your cousin. Her age, she's 2 years old, and then a description. Describe her as small, pretty, nice, and fun. If you choose to write about Papa Franco, you'll need this information: his name, Franco, his relationship, grandfather, he's abuelo or grandfather to both of those children. Age, he's 76 years old, and description, we're going to say that he's short, boring, old, but handsome. When writing about someone else, you'll use the subject él or ella, he or she. For example, me, relationship, that would be like mi abuelo se llama Franco. Él tiene 76 años. Él es guapo, bajo, aburrido, etc. Keep in mind that when you're describing guys, you're going to use masculine forms of the adjectives, and for girls, you'll need to use feminine forms. Here's an example. Yo me llamo Abel. Yo tengo 16 años. Yo soy alto, gordo, perezoso y tonto. Mi abuela se llama Mamá Elena. Ella tiene 72 años. Ella es gorda, baja, trabajadora y antipática. So now it's your turn to write. Choose your characters and type your paragraphs in the response box in this assignment. If you need to use special characters, go to the bar at the top of the text box. You may need to click on the More Options tab. When you open that, you should find this symbol, so click on that symbol and then find the special character that you need. You'll see them in that text box. Click on the character and it will be placed in the spot where your cursor is. It might take a little bit of practice, but I think after a bit you'll be able to figure that out. If you're not using the text box, if instead you're typing it on a Google Doc or a Word doc, they have a similar system where you just find insert and look for that symbol, the omega symbol, and then open up the special characters. So remember, the following week you have a test. That'll be the week right before Thanksgiving. The content of the test will be the vocabulary over family and then ER and IR verbs. The grammar will be the verb conjugations and adjective noun agreement. Your assessment will have listening, reading sections. It'll have a section on adjective noun agreement and verb conjugations, and it will also have a section on writing. So make sure that you spend time getting ready for that test. Practice this week. Get your practice writing in early so that you can get some feedback back from your instructor. Adios.